Hello everyone. How we all doing? What time is it where you're from? I just thought I'd go live. Oh, sorry, I'm not. I just thought I'd go live a bit later than normal because a lot of people miss out because of work and whatever they're doing. So, um, let me know what oh, there's an advert. Let me know what time it is where you're from. And then we'll crack on. 11 p.m. How we all doing? We're all back. Yep. Like I say, I thought I'd do a bit of a later one. I'm sat in my lounge. I thought I'd lounge back a bit, chill out. So, is there any theories, thoughts, or anything going on that you've heard that you'd like me to know about? Like I say, I'm just chilling in the lounge. Missus and the kids are in bed. 10 p.m. at night. Some of you, it's early hours of the morning. Some of you, it's the afternoon. I'm trying to sort out my chat feed so I can talk to you properly. Here we go. Yeah, because normally when I'm talking to you, I have it on the screen in front of me and it's too small. So if I've got it here as well, then I can answer the questions a bit better. So if you see me turning away, it's because I'm reading. So Lee Parker, arm stuck in the machine in T2. Thoughts on that in the new film? A lot of people talk about that and go on about that. I mean, a lot of people ever since after 1991 have been like, but what about that arm? So if everyone's been going, what about that arm? It's going to get dealt with in Terminator 2 if they go back to that steel mill. That will be dealt with because else we'll all be going, what about that arm again still? So yeah, it's one of them plot holes, isn't it? Every film has them, so it will get dealt with. Tristan back up. Any news on the trailer? No, just that it's going to more than likely be the end of the month. I forgot to blooming check on it as well. I did ask Trailer Track on Twitter about it. So the best people to at the moment, they're the ones that have got in touch the most is Trailer Track. But I'll go and ask them again. I'll inbox them again and see what they say, and then I'll let you all know tomorrow. Patriotry, people have all been saying Edward Furlong is cleaning himself up, but where is the source? I looked up pics of him, he looks the same as before. Yeah, I've looked up stuff and he looks the same. So the best thing I can say is think of it this way: he looks the same. He looks a bit run down and whatever because he's had a bit of a messed up life because of the stresses of fame from being a young kid, you know. But it doesn't matter what he looks like. At the end of the day, Edward Furlong can come in to the new Terminator franchise with both his legs and both his arms missing. He is still Edward Furlong. He is still John Connor. So it doesn't matter what he looks like. I don't get why a lot of people think that he needs to clean himself up to be in the film. He doesn't. He might need to mentally sort himself out, but physically, I don't know. I mean, only he can answer about his mental state, but physicality wise, it doesn't matter, does it, what Edward Furlong looks like? He's John Connor. You know what I mean? It's like someone sitting in the front of the camera and doing the live stream with you on this channel. They can't because they're not me. No one can do UD6. I only can do UD6. And that's the same with Edward Furlong. Only he can do it, so it doesn't matter what he looks like. And I think a lot of you will agree. I don't know. Thumbs up on that one. What do you think? Um, Uber YouTuber. Yeah, they won't be able to make a full YouTuber, a full Terminator from an arm. They can't. You can't reverse engineer a whole Terminator with from just its arm, because I don't think there's any CPU in the arm, is there? It's just pulleys, levers, cables, wires, hydraulics, and so forth. There's no CPU in there. Everything that controls it's up here, like in a human. So the worry about the arm is there's no real concern about it anyway. Only that, oh look, we found a fancy little glove and a fancy arm. Nabil Hamed, do you think the kid from T2, the one that Uncle Bob lifts up, is Danny Ramos? There's a lot of theories. It could be Miguel Ramos, Danny Ramos, any of the kids that are running around, all kind of fit into the age group as well. When Sarah Connors just woke up after watching the nuclear explosion, she then looks up and everyone's still playing around with each other and the dog and that, and there's a few kids there. There's like a teenage looking lad as well. Uh, he's obviously too old, but there's other young kids as well, and they could be from that as well. But uh, we're not too sure at the moment, so it's all speculation. Mag, I live near Murcia Airport in Spain. They filmed at nights a sequence but couldn't see anything. Ah, so they did some nighttime sequences. I know they had a helicopter sequence that they were filming, and that was shown online. But yeah, it's more expensive to film at night as well. So the if they're doing nighttime sequences, that's a good thing. Uh, but the budget was nearly 200 million anyway, and rising. So, but oh, it's interesting that, Mag. Are you subscribed to this channel? If not, subscribe, and then I'll put a link in the. I'll put a link in the comments to this. It's a link, and then people can inbox me using that link on here. Um, Tristan back up about the arm again, aren't we? But they can study the metals and the alloys. Yeah, they can. And they'd probably think they were quite foreign as well, because Skynet advanced at such a rate and created metals that were a lot hyper alloys and everything beyond human even comprehension. So yeah, I agree with you there. They could work out how to create better metals, but they're not going to create a supercomputer any quicker. Patriotry. Patriotry, thank you for donating to the channel. Respect, appreciate it. You will go on um the the board that I'm getting made to put people on leaderboard and that, and then you'll get the chance to control the TUD6. That's the Terminator unit upside down 6. You'll get the opportunity to control him. Thank you for the donation to the channel. Respect, big time. Helps me want to create more content. Hey, Mickey Daniel, glad to have you on board, mate. You keep an eye on the terrorists on this channel. Yes, and Mag, you're subscribed. Nice one. I'll put a link up anyway so people can inbox me, because you're not allowed to. For some reason, you can't go to the messages and inbox without having a link in that. But yeah, I still want to say thank you to Patriotry for donating to the channel. Respect, honestly, respect. Thank you very much. Drunken Demon could be Easter eggs or references from past films in night shots. Yeah, there could be a lot of things. But they reckon all the cheap films they film daytime all the way through the day. I mean, it depends what the film is like, but they reckon if films don't do nighttime shots, they've not got a lot of budget because it costs a lot more to film at night apparently. And I think that's the same with any job. You know, people work nights, people have to pay wages, don't they? So, um, right, everyone, can I just ask you while you're here, just hit like because it helps the channel grow. Just hit like while you're here. 2 seconds, hit like, and then we'll carry on. Richard Slaymaker. Yeah, I like that name. Enjoying the channel, mate. Cheers. Respect, thank you. Respect to everyone that's hitting that like button right now. Thank you very much. It helps out a lot. Has anyone got any ideas of other content that I could add to the channel, or video ideas that I could add to the channel that wouldn't stray us too off this subject? Because I want to keep the core root of the channel the same, but I also obviously need to survive after the movie, don't I, as well? Even though I could dissect the movie and do all stuff like that, you can only go so far. So any ideas are more than welcome. Appreciate it. Dylan Reynolds. This new T3 needs to start from where T2 left off in the steel mill. I don't want it to start and just say 20 years later. No, it's not going to. It's go. There's. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there's. Linda Hamilton is getting aged back in T2 or maybe even T1, but she's getting made to look younger, CGI wise. It's happening with Jude Colley for Edward Furlong's look as John Connor. They've got Tristan Allure, who we think might be bloody hell, Enrique, who is the bloke, the Spanish speaking bloke where they went and got the weapons from in Terminator 2. So there's a lot of hints that are hinting towards it starting off from the events of T2. So, or we're having dream sequences or flashbacks or something along them lines. But in fact, I'm willing to say we are definitely going back to T2 at some point. We think the steel mill, but at some point in T2 and then moving, something's going to happen. We're not sure what's going to happen, but it's probably going to be what has happened to John Connor, so what happened to Sarah and John after the T800 was melted, or it's going to go to before that happened, or from another Terminator's angle or something. But we're definitely coming from the steel mill or events of T2 near the end, so we'll probably get to see it from different camera angles and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's not just going to get, so it's not going to go 27 years later. You know, it's not going to do that, no way. We're getting a lot of past stuff. Uber YouTuber, I hit the like button, thank you. Preston Bruno, the AI video that I did the other day was amazing. Yeah, thank you very much. The only reason I don't do more stuff like that as well is because if we're being honest, right, as much as, this is my channel, I haven't got, I don't think I've really got a voice for a narrator, if you get me. So when I'm doing these videos with that in the back, with my voice in the background, I don't really seem to have that voice as a narrator. I don't feel I do anyway. I probably hear myself different to others, but thank you. L7D, greetings from Argentina. I like the content and follow it on a daily basis. Keep it up, thank you. Nice one, mate. So who sent Arnold's T800 back in Terminator Dark Fate? Liam Roper. We don't know yet. Probably John Connor again, but we're not sure. Yeah, it could be Sarah Connor that's done it this time. Uh, we're not too sure yet. I've not. Well, in fact, I've not really thought about that. It's like who sent Grace back as well, because yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions there. So I'll tell you what. Let me think about them things. I'll get back to you on it because yeah, but I will do a video on it. Um, Tristan Backup, Predator, or RoboCop for ideas. Yeah, that the new Predator put me off doing out on the Predator, and the new RoboCop put me off doing out about RoboCop. So, but I love the first two Predator movies. I did enjoy the Alien versus Predator movies as well, but they were a bit corny. Uh, but I did. I remember when they were first coming out, the Alien versus Predator movies. I was really, really excited because the idea, the concept of it was good. It just, yeah, it didn't really work. It needed to be made darker. Lee Parker, is it definite that John is CGI to Eddie Furlong? Uh, there is definitely an actor called Jude Colley, a young lad. He's playing the body double of John Connor in Terminator 2. So Jude Colley will have his face covered in whatever they cover him in, and then they'll have a CGI John Connor when he was in Terminator 2. Definitely. Osmedius, King of Kings. What did I miss? Not a lot yet, mate. This is like I wouldn't say a surprise live session. It's just an unexpected one. I thought I'd see how setting a timer on it and that would work and see how it worked. And then I just thought I'd see how many people turns up. And if you turn up, then I'll stay on for a bit. So, and there's quite a few here, so I thought I'd stay on. Sorry, I'm just trying to wade through your comments. There's loads. Right, I'm going to scroll to the bottom. So, Drunken Demon, I've hit like, thank you. Uber YouTuber, any idea on Dark Fate's runtime? Well, it looked like when Tim Miller did that screenshot, it's the editing bar looks like I had someone squeeze in, and they reckon it looked like 3 hours, but then they're going to edit and chop more bits off. So I bet we're looking at a good 2 hours, 20 minutes, 2.5 hours. It's going to need stuff like that anyway. It's going to need quite a lengthy film for us to get what we want out of it, because you can't do Terminator Dark Fate, a movie we've been waiting for 27 odd years, in an hour and a half. You can't do it. It's not the 80s, is it? In the 80s we had these 1.5 hour action movies, but now it'll be two plus hours. 2+ hours. If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. It helps the channel a lot. I'll just keep asking that for the new people that have turned up. And I do appreciate it, honestly do. And if you watch my programs regularly and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. My subscriptions have gone up quite a lot now, so it's helping the channel out, and I do appreciate everyone that helps the channel, everyone that comments, all the constructive criticism when you've got it. It's the people that are just horrible shitheads because they're having a bad day for no reason. Those kind of people, I've got no time for you. Funny, that's all you are. But everyone else that constructive criticism and takes the time to join the channel and comment and that, respect to you all, honestly. And if I'm honest, the community is quite a nice community anyway. There's 99% here are civil. You all discuss stuff between yourselves, and it's becoming a nice community. This nice, strong community, and I respect you all for being civil and taking time out of your day to come and join me. So respect to you all. Thank you very much. So, right, I do apologise, but I'm going to start at the bottom with the questions, and then if you want to ask your questions again, that's fine. I'm just starting at the bottom so I can keep up, because it's just flown past as I'm talking. So, if start again with your question, if you have asked a question, uh, Darren Forbes, not sure why there'd be any abuse. No, I never personally get any abuse because I just laugh at them anyway. But I have had the odd person say, "Oh, your channel's shit" and stuff like that. And all I think of them people is if you've got all you can do is abuse someone because they're doing more than you, then that says a lot about you and you're a waste of energy. That's how I see people that talk like that. But apart from that, I don't get no abuse on here, and everyone seems to get on really well with each other, and they all discuss stuff between yourselves, and you come up with some amazing, mind-boggling theories. Even I'm like, what? I wouldn't have ever thought of that. Some of the stuff that you create is great. Some of you should actually be writers for movies like this. The stuff you come up with. Yeah, Uber YouTuber, they're just jealous. That's true. And Many Star, your channel is amazing. Appreciate the time for the effort. Thank you. Richard Slaymaker, I bumped into Arnold once in Tesco. I asked him, "What's your favourite holiday?" And then he says, "You have to love Easter, baby." That was I didn't realise I was reading a joke, man. Nice one. Critic and fan, nerd fanboy, keep it up. I will do, mate. I'll try my best anyway. Like I say, I've had like a second wind on the channel where I just want to create and try my best to make stuff, but I don't want to pump out videos all the time because I have a fear of doing too much that people will unsubscribe, and if I do too little, people will unsubscribe, and I don't want to just put stuff out for the sake of it because then you'll unsubscribe and blah. But you get me. So, but I also I hated going live. I used to hate going live, but now actually I enjoy going live as well because I get to kind of, well, yeah, I get to speak to you all live. I wish there was a way where you could see each other at the same time and, yeah, a way that it was more interactive. I really wish there was, but oh well. But wait, someone will probably tell me there is. Duh. Patriatry, what do you think of Linda Hamilton saying "I'll be back"? Do you think it's a wrong move for the humour in the movie? Uh, no, I think it's a perfect move. It's a it's to be expected in the movie, and we need it in the movie. And is, if Arnold in this movie is a character development where it just wouldn't suit him saying it, and they've then gave it to Linda Hamilton to say it, that's fine by me. As long as someone says it in the movie, it's kind of got to be done, I believe. It's part of the signature of the movie. It's like signing "I'll be back" makes the movie officially a Terminator movie, if you get me. Uh, I mean, another thing is it isn't that harmful it being in the movie either. You know what I mean? If you love a Terminator movie, you wouldn't mind it. Me personally, I wouldn't mind it being in there. Do I worry that has it gone for the cheesy effect? I don't think so. I think the way it was described, like she was dealing with this Terminator and basically saying, "Look, don't worry, I'll be back." But they managed to slip it in by "I'll be back," and I don't think it was done in a comical context. It just stood out because it is the words "I'll be back." Yeah, a little bit. Um, right, Maximus Decimus. You can start a Discord channel which you can use as a voice chat. Okay, I'll have a look into that then, and then let people know to join in on that. Discord, I've never even heard of it. Uh, Lee Parker, I hope Miller didn't take this on because of cheesy humour. He took it on because he knew the franchise a bit. It wanted, got offered to do it by Jim Cameron, discussed it and that, and he took it on because he knew what was wrong. He knew as a fan that we didn't get we haven't got the movies that we want and deserve. So Tim Miller's took it because he knows it needs to go back to its dark roots and origins. Tim Miller knows he can deliver dark roots and origins. So we're going to get Terminator 2. I reckon it's Terminator 2 vibe with a bit of dark, dark feel to the film. But we're going to get a Terminator 2 vibe. It's going to be chasey and racy and panic driven like Terminator 2 is. Yeah, so I won't worry about that. Darl Forbes, they're making Cliffhanger. That's Sylvester Stallone, yeah. Oh, sound, I'll look into that. Um, yeah. Richard Slaymaker. Terminator movies have a habit of borrowing lines from their previous movies. Arnie's line in T2, "Come with me if you want to live," is actually Michael Baine's line in T1. It is, yeah. Recognising Michael Bain saying it, and then, yeah. A movie. Many Star. A movie is a generational time capsule. You must understand that pop culture references are generalized too. You need to know who your audience is. That's what Hollywood gets wrong. True. TF Stop Motionator Productions. Hello, mate. What relation does Danny Ramos have with Sarah Connor and John Connor? Do you have any theory? Danny Ramos possibly is a relation of Enrique, who is the bloke Sarah Connor sees in Terminator 2 when she gets the weapons. Our running theory at the moment is that Danny Ramos is related to Enrique and Sarah, uh, and possibly Danny Ramos is under threat as a way to lure out Sarah Connor, or Danny, uh, or Danny Ramos, because of knowing Sarah Connor, is become in danger because they think Sarah Connor has gave stuff away, secrets to Danny Ramos, and made her uplifted and gonna rise in the future. Maybe she probably seen Sarah Connor and John Connor, knows about their struggles, and then the time changes and Danny Ramos ends up being the leader of the resistance because of being around Sarah and John Connor or whatever. But there's a few theories. My theory was because there's that is it Arias mechanic shop, which is set in Mexico, which is where Danny Ramos and Miguel Ramos are meant to be living with their dad in the film. And then I had a theory that because of the mechanical background and everything, that she helps either reprogram termination units so they turn onto the resistance side, or she helps get salvage like people that have had the limbs blown off in the resistance, and then she salvages Terminator parts and helps people that way. But she's very significant to the resistance in the future war. Six. Do you think Eliza Saliki? Do you think the action scenes in Terminator Dark Fate are going to be the way James Cameron wants it. I know Tim Miller directs it, but he has a different style himself. Well, uh, there was an interview where Linda Hamilton was saying that she did scenes where they basically had to be shown a screen. Linda Hamilton was basically saying, "I need to look at the animation again and get shown it again because I can't, I don't know what you mean to do." And what they would get done is they would be shown, right, this is what you want to do, and they'd actually created computer graphics of the action that they wanted doing on that scene. So let's pretend they're on a bridge. So they're on a bridge, and Tim Miller's basically saying to Linda Hamilton, right, I want you to jump over this, jump over that, and while you're jumping over this and that, this is going to be coming at you. And Linda Hamilton's like, all right, you're going to have to show me that again because I don't know what to do. So with there being animations of what the scenes are going to look like before they were filmed live on set, I believe that Jim Cameron would have helped direct them as well. You know, he would have been shown them beforehand, and then Tim Miller would have gone out and directed them out in the field. So James Cameron's gonna have his fingerprints all over everything. Even though Tim Miller directed it, Jim Cameron directed it. Yes, his executive producer is the producer, but he would have helped make sure the scenes looked how they were meant to look beforehand. Find that. No, 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 no. Projection. Maybe Arnold will appear as the human role model for the T-800, but later. Plot twist: an aged T-800 who learned to act like a human. Yeah, the theory is the second unit that was sent back in Terminator 1 or Terminator 2. So two units were sent back in Terminator 2, possibly, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is now playing that second unit, which explains why he aged and is on learn mode. So he's basically he's gonna be more human than he's ever been. Like he's not gonna behave like the T-800 in Terminator 2. He's gonna be more human. You're gonna hardly distinguish him from a human being in this one. Whether he turns evil and that, I don't know. When watching interviews where Danny Ramos and Mackenzie Davis get interviewed and asked, is he going to turn evil? They all seem to try not to say too much. So we think he's going to turn in this. James Cameron's gave a lot away by saying, yeah, you're going to see a different Arnie in this. But people are getting confused that he's going to be a different machine. No, it's a different model, which is the same Terminator, a T-800, just a different T-800. Uber YouTuber, I don't like the theory that two Terminators were sent back in T2. I'm not sure if I do, but I'm willing to accept it. A part that annoys me is, that does worry me, is have the sacrifice story and, had to twist things and, really struggle to make the story as it is to try and fit Arnie in. Has there been sacrifices made instead of going down that straightforward path where they wanted to go? They've had to bend it a bit because they've got to have Arnold Schwarzenegger in there because Jim Cameron insisted that he be in there. So I don't know, but I'm not worried. There's no worry there. I'm just thinking, would the story have been different if Arnie refused the role? Let's say, how different would it have been? And would it have worked? I've never thought of that before, so I'm gonna think about that. Will the 1984 Terminator be back because he was badass? Um, that's kind of what we've been on about. We don't know if we're going to get the same behaviour of Arnie as the T800 as Terminator 1. Not too sure. Everyone's hoping, and like I say, there's been clues to say that he is going to change and turn bad, or end up being bad and turn good. So we might end up with both. But I, personally, I think Terminator 3. Do you remember that when the TX turns him and is trying to resist it? I thought that was really badly done. I did not like how he was trying to resist it and get away from me and stuff like that. I thought it was too cheesy, very forced. Uh, how excited are you all anyway for the trailer? Are you as excited as me? Because I actually, honestly, I'm so excited. It's beyond belief. Uh, if I can get this excited for a trailer, God, imagine what we're going to be like when the film's actually coming out. Thumbs up if you've got the thumbs up emoji, or you can do it, or just a yes. There, put your type yes. Are you going to the cinema the first day it's out? Are you going to the cinema the first day it's out? Hey, Raoul Haddad, you said just, I've only just saw it on the last one. You just said to call you Raoul, so I'm going to call you Raoul from now on, mate. Yeah. Glad to have you back. But yeah, who's going to the cinema? Yes, if you're going to the cinema the first day it's out. No, if you're not. And we're not going to take offence if you say no, because some people obviously just can't make it. But I would like to know, out of the people that are on here, who's going. Yes, no. So that's a lot of you. Oh, yes. So one, two, three. Nice one. Raoul, the first country to get it is us, UK, and Australia, I think. But there was rumours that we were getting it a week before you, but they're false. They're false. We'll get it at midnight, and then you'll get it the following day. So we'll get it. I think we get it at like 11:55 the day before. So on the 30th or 31st, and then you get it on the first everywhere else, but we get it just before you. So as soon as I've watched it, I'm gonna come on here and tell you what happens at the end. Joking. I would never ever do that. Never. Uh, I will be though, coming on here and letting you know if it's good or not. And if you don't know already, as soon as I watch the film, I'll be then asking people as they come out of the cinema, the people that watched it, if they enjoyed it or not. And then I'll be coming on here and then letting you guys know if it's enjoyable. That's all I'll do. I will not spoil any of it for you, but I will let you know if it's good or not. And I'll be honest, because I think you want to know anyway if it's good or not. Yeah, I'll do a no spoiler review of the film, and then a week later I'll do a spoiler review, clearly saying it's got spoilers. So it'll say spoilers in the thumbnail. I'll warn you beforehand about talking about it for about 30 seconds, saying spoilers, spoilers, and then so is a week later too soon, or should I wait a bit longer to do a spoiler review? Uh, Darren Forbes, right, folks, bedtime. Cheers. See you in a bit. Next scheduled live feed is Wednesday. But if I'm in a good mood, I might do a random one like I've done today. Thank you to people that donate to the channel. It helps out a lot. It really, really does, and I appreciate it. All the people that do donate will get to control Terminator UD6 in the coming weeks. Um, Basically, Terminator UD6 is me, and you'll get to control him. And you'll end up on the board on the back, your name on the back of the board. So every time I do a video, your name will be in the video. Um, and the more you donate, and say if you end up donating a second time, your name will get bigger and bigger and bigger. Uh, uh, we're aiming for an R rating. 8 Rahul's donated. Again, you did last time as well. I appreciate that, man. Your name's going to be well big on the leaderboard soon. Thank you, Rahul. Was there a question with that? No. I did subscribe to your channel as well, Rahul. So just to show you respect and appreciation for donating to the channel. Thank you very much. Um, what's going to say? What's that? Robbie King 011, is Edward Furlong involved in Terminator Dark Fate? Even a little cameo. There's no rumours, nothing saying that he's in it, apart from people are saying that he's looking good and he's been training, but there's no proof of that either. But there is hope that they've kept it all under wraps and there can be hints or clues that he'll be in it. Whether he is in it or not, we don't know. We hope he's in it at the end, a little cameo or something like that. Whether he is or not, do not know. To Sui, it's the artist. Hey, do you need artwork with the theme in your intro? Like half of your face, half skeleton? If yes, feel free to contact me and talk it up. What I'll do is I'll put a link in the comments of this video, and what it does is it's the link, you press the link and then it allows you to inbox me on YouTube. So like inbox, yeah, inbox messaging, and then you can and what, yeah, so yeah, and then you'll be able to talk, we'll be able to discuss it then. So yeah, appreciate it. I noticed, have you noticed I haven't been doing my crazy intros? Do you want them back? Because I tried my best to be as random as possible and do my funny intros. If you want them back, hit me up with a smiley face, and if there's enough smiley faces, I'll bring the funny intros back. Tom Schlanker, what does the tattoo on your hand mean? Were you locked up? No, what I want locked up. Me and my missus have both got crowns. Me being the king, her being the queen. And it's on my punching arm because I used to be a boxer before I had my stroke. Yeah, I had a stroke and brain surgery a couple of years ago, so because I had a big brain hemorrhage from boxing. So I can box, I'm just not allowed to box anymore, so gutted. But yeah, so that's my power arm. That's the king. I don't know if you can see it properly. Too much light. But that's me, king, and then my partner, my wife. She's got crown, bit like that, but queen. Room 616, oxycodone. I'm on oxycodone at the moment. I'm on a reduction plan because it's because I had brain surgery, stroke, crushed my spine. I've done a lot of damage to myself, so I'm on oxycodone withdrawal program at the moment. I was on about 500 milligram a day. I'm now on 40 milligram a day, so it's all good. So get in there. Michael Edwards has donated to the channel. Thank you, Michael Edwards. Respect, I appreciate it, honestly. You'll go on the the Hall of Fame, and you'll also be able to control TUD6 when that happens. Thank you very much. Respect, honestly, respect. You can throw, I think you can throw questions in if you donate as well, so you get seen more. Not sure how it works, but yeah, thank you. Respect, Michael Edwards. You the man. What time is it where you from? Let me know. It's what is it here? 11:15 at night. I bet it's silly hours of the morning, isn't it, mate? Silly hours of the morning for some people. What's that? Oh, right. 1 second. Right, I'll come. I couldn't make you admin, Michael, because I was using my partner's iPad. But yeah, you are now a moderator. Because you donated to the channel, you are now a moderator, Michael. Thank you very much. Raoul got to be a moderator. Who else? Someone else donated earlier as well. I will find you. Sorry, I'm just trying to find someone that donated to the channel to turn them into a moderator. You then get to... There we go. Patriatory, that's the one. I'm just going to move this. Sorry. Just finding Patriatory. Right. Honestly, how many times, and be honest, how many times have you watched Terminator 2? Be honest. Where are you, Patriatory? I've got to find you to turn you into a moderator. I'm like a zombie and turn you into a moderator. How many times have you seen Terminator 2, everybody? Oh, damn. There you are. Patriatory, you're now a moderator as well for donating to the channel. Thank you very much. $145 times. That's mag. 145 times. I can believe it and all. And I honestly bet that you could watch it again tonight and still enjoy it as near enough as much as the first day you watched it. Yeah, never get bored of it. Do you think though, right, let's be honest now, because it doesn't matter what we say about the movie, it's not slandering a movie that's done so well, but there's a lot of very convenient things in that movie. If you Arnold Schwarzenegger is driving down the road, driving down the highway, and he just happens to be passing across the bridge as John Connor's coming down into the gully. Very convenient. And there's quite a few things like that in the movie if you really think about it. Because I run this channel, I have to watch them quite a few times, but I still smile every time I watch it. Terminator 1 and 2. I still feel that fear, you know, when they're in Tech Noir and the T-800 just starts to rise again after Carl Reese has shot him through the window, and you see Sarah Connor's face, like, you know, I still get that, oh, wow, yeah, I love it. My missus laughs at me. Project Renaissance, do you think there's going to be a bad T-800, or rather, is he going to be a Guardian? I think he's going to be a Guardian. I do, but I think there might be a possibility that he'll turn. So I'm not too sure. Uh, Michael Edwards, have you seen the 4K remaster? No, I haven't got 4K capability at home, if I'm honest. I've only got HD, high definition, so I bet that looks epic as well. But the new Terminator, Dark Fate, that's going to be in 4K and 3D. So I used to have a 3D TV in my living room, and the 3D on that was epic. Watching anything that come out, that anything that was made to be 3D, watching it on my 3D TV was absolutely epic. So if we're getting a 4K 3D Terminator Dark Fate and the film is good, it's going to look absolutely stunning. So I can't wait to do that. And I'll be going to the cinema to watch it in 3D and 2D the same day. So I'll get the buzz of it. So it'll be just before midnight or whenever it is over here, the day before the 1st. So I'm not sure if it's 31st or 30th. I'll watch it in 3D, and then I'll go home, go to bed, and then I'll watch it again in 2D. Oh yeah, roll. Terminator 1, bad. Terminator 2, good. Terminator 3 or Dark Fate, both. Yeah, I like that. Michael Edwards again about IMAX. I don't get what is IMAX? I don't get it. Do you look all around you, or is it just a curved screen? I've never looked into IMAX or anything. I've not. I don't get what IMAX is. Is it just a bigger screen that goes around you? I know. Google it. I know. I will. See, I like watching things as well on my iPad, and then I have my Dre Beats, and I've got my own little mini cinema. I've got a habit, and this is what I like to do: is get my iPad and Dr. Dre Beats, and then I get a duvet cover and throw it over my head and over my knees, and then I have my own little cinema, and I watch my programs under basically under my bed, and I love doing that. I'm nearly 40 years old, and I love watching a movie in bed under my sheets. So it's just a giant big screen but better sound. Okay. So I wonder what the next creation for us is though, because I can't see holographic TVs being any good for us, because I don't want to be watching a movie. I don't want to be watching a movie where I can blooming see through my TV. You know what I mean? I don't want that kind of thing. So I wonder what the next thing for us is. Uh, Dylan Reynolds, no, no, mate. Then take it easy. Early start, unlucky. Take it easy. Um, Project Renaissance. What do you think about the possibility of AI, the danger of the world in the future? I think it's a big issue. I've got a video called it's called something like that anyway, about how artificial intelligence will take over the world. So if you watch that video, I basically explain how I think it'll take over. in my own little weird way. So yeah, check that out. I've got a video. It says something about artificial intelligence taking over, and yeah, that's how I think it'll do it. Eliza Saliki, good question actually. Who did you find played the creepier role, Arnold in part one or Robert Patrick in part two? Oh God, you know what? When I look, see, I think Arnold played the creepier role because we didn't know what to expect, but the T1000 played a creepy role, which was creepy, scary, but the music, the score made it creepier as well. It's such a perfect score in Terminator 2. Much as Terminator 1's great, the music back then, because the style of music back in the day wasn't that brilliant. So, you know, the score is better in Terminator 2, which makes the feel better. So I think, to answer your question, Terminator. Yeah, the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Uh, Robert Patrick is the best Terminator, the most ultimate villain ever. What better introduction to the world than playing a Terminator, like he says? But the creepier villain is Arnold. Yeah, the best villain is Robert Patrick. The creepiest villain is Arnold. Uh, Lee Parker. Upside down. I'm a car salesman and ex motorbike salesman. Make me a moderator and I'll cause it. I don't know how. Wait. It's I, I want to make you moderator, but I want to keep letting people be the people that donate a moderator. So it's like a how can I put it? It's then oh, I can't think of the word. What would it be? Yeah, people that donate, it's just selective for them, you see, and then it's an incentive. So you become a moderator, become blue on the screen, become the geezers. But I do respect you trying to get people to donate. And respect to everyone that's donated and donating. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Means a lot. It does. Right, you're going to have to excuse me 1 second. My phone's going to die. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm just getting the phone charger. 1 minute. Sorry about that. I just had to get the charger lead. It's my phone would have died. You know what iPhones are like. Once they die, they die. Just gonna have to connect up. Do apologise, guys. Oh, I'm back. I do apologise about that. My blooming phone nearly died, and I'll do it through my phone, you see, because it's easier. Right. Yeah, my Lee Parker. I want to make people. I want to make you a moderator, but I want to keep it exclusive to people that donate. If I keep it exclusive, and then it's the people that have donated won't find it unfair. You see, because I do believe it's only fair. So, but respect for trying to get people to donate and that. Oh, I'm just trying to get the light. I'm thinking about bringing back me vlog as well. So people can follow me because I'm going to start me boxing training and that again. And I thought I'd film a bit of it, and then people, if they want to copy routines that I do and whatever, then that's up to you. But that respectfully, no, that's fine. Raoul, budget for Terminator Dark Fate is nearly 200 million. Costs a lot to. It's the CGI it costs the most, I think. But I was looking into CGI for movies. It was actually there was less CGI. There was less people that worked on movies for CGI when The Matrix was out than there is now. Like when The Matrix was being made, I think it was between 800 and 1,000 people worked on the CGI for The Matrix, and you're talking back in 1999. And movies now, over 1,000 to 1,500 people work on the CGI for movies nowadays. That's insane. So, but the CGI is going to look good. I'm thinking one of my theories is wrong as well. When everyone saw the stuff in CinemaCon, when the saw all the stuff in CinemaCon, they were saying that Gabriel Luna's Terminator was black goo and a blackish looking endoskeleton, and I've been saying I think it was that colour because the CGI wasn't complete, but I reckon it might actually be a darker colour just to show a new advancement and new machine. What do you guys think? Do you think it is actually going to be a darker coloured endoskeleton and liquid metal, or is it the CGI that isn't complete yet? George Rodriguez, I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Thank you for donating. Appreciate it a lot. Respect, you are now a moderator. Oh, shit. Where is it? George Rodriguez, you are now a moderator. Thank you for donating to the channel. Respect, it means a lot. Honestly, it does. Helps keep the channel live and going. Thank you very much. Claudio, is that how you pronounce it? Claudio. Will I be reviewing the trailer when it comes out? I certainly will. I'll be dissecting it, reviewing it, doing a live reaction of it. So when it comes out, I'm honestly not watching it. I'm going to be aware that it's out. I'm then getting my partner. She's going to film me in front of my TV, Chromecasting it over to the TV, and then we're going to have a camera watching my reaction and then a camera watching me watching it, and then we're going live, and then we're going to press play. We're going to wait for all you guys to come and join me, and then we're going to watch it together. So some of you will have already seen it, but you won't have seen my reaction. So yeah, you get it? So I think that's a good idea if I do it live like we are now, and then you can all watch me react to it live, because I'm going to go absolutely fucking insane. But George Rodriguez, thank you for donating. You are now a moderator. And Claudio, thank you for donating. You are now a moderator. But you're not called moderators. You are now part of the resistance. So, Patriatry, you are part of the resistance. Michael Edwards, you are part of the resistance. Raoul, you are part of the resistance. Have I missed anyone out? If I have, just comment and your name will come up. Richard. I think Dark. All right, that's it. Matthias Silva. I think Dark Fate will talk about immigrants and life like children of men. I'm not sure I understand how that. I think Dark Fate will talk about immigrants and life like children of men. You think it'll have that kind of feel and vibe? Okay. Everyone that's donating, thanks guys. Honestly, respect. The free to last one. It's a nice night for a walk. Don't walk off though. Stay here. Stay here with us. Michael Edwards was the name of the actor who played future John Connor. That's your claim to fame. Or the bloke with the binoculars. Someone said the other day, imagine if they replayed that scene or remade it, and Michael Edwards, or the bloke who was supposed to look like Michael Edwards, looking through the binoculars, and it was Edward Furlong. We got Edward Furlong cameo. That'd be great. So, my theory also is that Terminator Dark Fate is obviously the beginning of the trilogy, going to explain a lot about John Connor and everything that's gone on, why there is such a dark fate to Sarah Connor's life, because I believe that's what it's going to be. The second will be the journey of Danny Ramos, and then building up to the third movie, which will be the future war, because I still believe that the future war is inevitable. You can't get out of it. I think they're sticking to that premise that you can't get out of the future war. It's going to happen. Artificial intelligence will take over. How it takes over, will it be a nuclear strike? We don't know, but that's the thing. It all could have changed. George Rodriguez, if the Dark Fate has a young T800, what clothes do you think he should wear? I hated the wardrobe in Genesis. Yeah, it should be T2. What he wore in T2 still looks cool today for a Terminator. What's wrong with my eyes? Nothing. Just got glasses on. Oh, okay. Why do you cry? Adam Atrovsky. Elon Musk said that the one thing is for sure, we will not control AI in the future. I don't think it's going to turn against us. In reality, though, I don't think artificial intelligence is going to look at us in envy and hate us and think, oh, we need to get rid of it. I think what it's going to do is going to be quite happy to integrate with us, because I think it'll be quite respectful of how we've created it. It'll probably think we're stupid because we can't think as fast. Because as much as we create it, once you get an artificial intelligence that can think for itself, once it does think for itself, it'll be such a snowball effect so quick. And that's where they say that's where they say how Skynet got so powerful is because of how quick it could think. From 1 minute being a calculator, say, to next solving out all the problems in quantum physics. That's how quick Skynet learned. Uber YouTuber, TechCon777 here. Uber YouTuber, thank you very much for donating to the channel. Respect. You are now part of the resistance, a moderator. Your name will be blue to everyone because you are part of the resistance. We ain't no weak resistance either. We don't mess around. We use them big MIDI guns. Did you know this? A small fact as well, that the MIDI gun that Arnold Schwarzenegger uses to shoot, you know, the gun that with all the barrels spinning, the gun that he uses to shoot out of Skynet's building is the same MIDI gun that was used in Predator when they blow down, shooting down all the forestry after one of them gets killed, shot through the chest, and they're shooting all the everything. They all stand together shooting everything. It's the same gun. And no, it wasn't a Nerf gun. It's an airsoft. What did you like? Right, this is what did you like, and you have to say in less than 10 words, what did you like about Terminator Salvation? And you had to have liked something. My thing that I liked about Terminator Salvation was the motorbikes, the Moto Terminators. Lee Parker. I don't do Facebook, mate. I find it a boring distraction, so I don't bother with Facebook. There'll be a link after this, because I can't do it now, but there'll be a link after this that anyone that wants to can click on, and then it gives you the ability to private message, inbox me on here, and then you can chat privately on there. If you ever are going to comment on a video, though, I do stress that comment on the video. 1, helps the video grow. 2, because that's where everyone else is discussing. But if you ever want to talk privately about stuff, or, you know, I'm always open to chat. I do sometimes not check the inbox all the time because I'm busy, but I do check the inbox and you can have a chat. That's fine. I'm all for that. But if you're ever going to comment on a video, don't think, oh, I'll comment this on a video about one of the videos and do it in the inbox, because that doesn't help the video, you see. It's 5 p.m. in Dallas, Texas, in the afternoon. So I'll be going to bed soon while you're going and doing your shopping or something. Yeah, the resistance. You are the upside crew. You are my upside crew. I am UD6 and you are the upside crew, helping us solve shit for Dark Fate. We'll theorise, we'll sort it. So everyone that's part of the resistance, you are part of the upside. You are the upside. I don't know. I can't think of it at the moment. I'll think of a better name for all the resistance and basically all the moderators. I'll think of a better name for you guys. But yeah, you're part of the resistance. So, right, Lee Parker, you liked Christian Bale, Salvation, Adam Otrosky, you loved the scene where the T600 was trying to get near John. Oh, with no legs. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I like the noise that they make, the crunking noise when they're moving. Another one, patriotry like the T600. I liked it when it ended up at the end. Claudio liked it when the end credits rolled up. That's fair. It is fair. Michael Edwards' the Sarah Connor tape recordings was also the best thing. Probably the best thing about it, wasn't it? It was a letdown. The thing I did like and I did respect about the movie was them showing that Terminators don't just have to be walking things. You know, they can be whatever a machine is, and then put into that, because a way a Terminator works, it doesn't matter if it's a T600 or a HK, they all operate the same kind of CPU, it just has a different function, so it thinks the same. A HK is as much a Terminator as it is a T800. I do hope, and I think the rumor has it that there's going to be different model Terminators in the future war scene, that we haven't seen before. The T1001 or the T1002, which is basically a T1000 but with the ability to make stabbing weapons out of every part of its body. So I'm hoping to see that. There was rumours that there's going to be T1001s. I do hope that they introduce plenty of other designs of machines, because there would be other designs of machines. The the future Skynet isn't just going to create T800s, because that's not efficient. It's not capable of doing every job it needs to do. So there will be, yeah, cool ones, hopefully. Tristan back up those spider-looking ones, not from Salvation, but from James Cameron's cut content, I hope. Yeah, there's a Russian movie, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's like what's it called? The Guardians or something like that, a Russian film, and it has these four-legged robots that can roll and then come back, and then they've got weapons on top of them. I believe we should have some of them tripod units, yeah. Because it makes sense. A tripod unit is it'll be able to clamber over the ruins and still be as effective no matter where it is. And they were in the Salvation game as well. HK tripods, yeah. Any Terminator that isn't man looking is a HK, a hunter killer. Yeah, people that donate, that's what you are. Your names will turn blue because you are my hunter killers. Because you, as moderators, have the ability to delete or allow comments that are abusive or whatever. So you've got that ability, see. So you are the hunter killers, the HK unit. So the moderators are the HK unit. Hell yeah. And if you don't like it, tough. Because I like it. Should Michael Bain come back? Yeah, he might even come back. I saw him. What was I watching the other day? It was. What's it called? That's it. A series on Now TV with Sean Bean. The Curfew, it's called. That's it. Sorry, The Curfew. And in the first half hour, Michael Bain's in it. And if you're gonna watch it, I won't say much. But yeah, Michael Bain's in that. It's called The Curfew. It was on. I can only say it was on Now TV because it was on Now TV, but I don't know what actual channeling it was on. But yeah, check that out. You'll see him in that. I was quite happy to see him in that because it's good to, when you're like, oh yeah, Michael Bain. I haven't seen him in ages, so it's good to see that he can still act. So it would be good to see him in Terminator Dark Fate, but they'd have to de-age him because it'd make no sense him being in Dark Fate because he's dead. Unless he comes back, it travels in time, but then it's all a twisty loop again, isn't it? So duh, 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 duh. I've made one person part of the HK unit because he's been helping to get everyone to donate. So, but that's the only person I'll ever do it for. So you'll see who you are. Everyone that has donated, I respect you. Honestly, you lot will be on my wall of fame in the coming days, and that means you'll be in every video that I do, or nearly every video, because sometimes I do it in my lounge, but when I do it in my YouTube area, you'll be in every video that I do. So all the people that are part of my HK crew, the people that have donated, you'll be in future videos. Adam Atrosky, curious about the new composer. Yeah, Junkie XL. Apparently, everyone that saw the CinemaCon footage said the CinemaCon footage was brilliant. Sarah Connor was brilliant. The score was brilliant. So Junkie XL score was brilliant. It had a Mexican vibe to it. So I don't know what that means though. I still to it could having a Mexican vibe to some music can be anything. It's like saying it had a hip hop vibe to it, but that could be anything. So it was good. Anyway, it was apparently really really good. So um, everything's positive about this movie. There's only no, I can't even think. I think there's only one negative about the movie, and that is that they haven't got Edward Furlong back in it. I think it would be good if he come back because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, Edward Furlong. It doesn't matter what he looks like. He is John Connor. That's how John Connor would naturally look. So, yeah. So yeah, that's how he actually looks. So I've just seen someone's comment saying T2's on Channel 4. So I'm just gonna have a look. One sec. Do forgive me. I'm just seeing if Terminator's on. Terminator 2 on Channel 4. So any of you that are from the UK or have got the ability to get Channel 4, apparently Terminator 2 is on. Just turn the volume down. Channel guide. Ah. Just looking for Terminator. 1 second. No, it's not on. Oh, ITV4. Sorry, 1 second. Looking again. ITV4. What channel number's ITV4? I've got Virgin, if anyone's got that. Do you know what channel number that is? Prince Goro. Do you know what channel number that is? I'm on Virgin. Got it. I've got it. Is there an ITV 4+1? Damn, I could have recorded that. Oh well, it's still irony, isn't it? It's on. It's alright, I found it, Prince Goro. Thanks for letting us know anyway. Who lives near Lincoln and who is able to get down to Lincoln in November or the end of October to go and watch Terminator? All I'd have to do is stand outside the cinema. You lot know what I look like. Come and meet me, shake my hand, and then we'll go and watch the film. Professor Popcorn. How you doing, mate? Shout out to Professor Popcorn. Respect. Iron 2009. Greetings from Poland. Any news on the trailer? No, it's all the same news at the moment. Was expecting it at the end of the month. Well, as soon as I know anything, though, I'll let you know. I always will. I always anything new, I'll let you know. Patriotry. I live near Lincoln Memorial. What? Bracebridge Heath area, or is it Waddow area? Uber YouTuber. I'll see you there. Prince Goro. I'll come to Lincoln. Yeah. I'm deadly serious as well. Anyone that lives near Lincoln and they want to go and watch Terminator Dark Fate together, but I will film everyone as well. I'll film you guys and then make a video about it and whatever. You know what I mean? I won't put you in it if you don't want to be in it, but I will be filming as well. So, um, if you want to, if you're a subscriber to the channel and you want to join me in the Dark Fate journey, then more, yeah, respect. I'll definitely do it. Claudio, are you going to sell any merchandise? Um, I don't know. Because at the moment, as you might know, I keep changing my intro and I never know what to stick to. But I think I'm going to stick to the intro I've got now. So the video I put up today, the intro that kicks in at the beginning, I'm going to keep that at the beginning because it don't blow your ears off and it's just a droning sound. And then I'm going to keep that image. So I don't know if the channel grows enough to a point where I can make an upside down six t-shirt and people will want to wear it, then yeah, sound. But I don't think I'm big enough at the moment. I'm just a fan that likes making videos for you guys. So making merchandise, I don't know. George Rodriguez, Terminator dog in the movie. Not sure, but a brilliant idea. You've seen them machines that they can make that are like horses and dogs, near enough possible to make today. So it wouldn't be stupid for us to see a Terminator dog in a Terminator movie. It makes a lot of sense actually, because it'd be probably the most nimble and advanced unit out there because of the way we can near enough make dogs. So because they've got them machines, haven't they? They've got four legs to carry troops, baggage, and that, so they're not having to carry as much gear. So Terminator dog isn't out the realms of reality. Terminator Dark Fate is going to show different Terminators in the future war scenes. We've got already had confirmation that there's the T-1001 or the 1002 in it, which is a Terminator liquid metal that can make weapons out of every part of it, because the T-1000, as much as it made stabbing weapons, it didn't make stabbing weapons all over. It wasn't that versatile. Professor Popcorn. We're in bed watching this. Hello, Clive Allen, aka Professor Popcorn, and hello, Mrs. Katie. How you doing? Respect. Thank you for watching the channel. Just give each other a high five for me. Yeah, high five. Respect. Uh, Claudia, have you ever considered covering other types of movies like Star Wars and such? I'm not really a big Star Wars fan, if I'm honest. I have thought about covering other stuff, but I want to keep it in the same realms as Terminator. So it's all right doing another movie. So I was thinking of Live Die Repeat, that movie with Tom Cruise. The going to be bringing out a new one of that. So I was thinking of doing that because that's about time travel and technology, the suits that they use and that. And yeah, I know it's about an alien race taking over the world, but it's about time travel and stuff. So I want to keep it in the same kind of realms. Um, Michael Edwards. I'm a graphic and motion designer, so if you want anything, let me know. I would love to see my Upside Down 6. Uh, Basically, Upside Down 6 means 9. My favourite number is number 9. So I'd love to see a number 9 turn it morphing into a number 6 and then creating into my logo. I'd love to see something like that. So, uh, uh, sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with your comments. Uh, James Handley is going to sneak some Arizona tea while he watches Dark Fate. Good on you. Um, George Rodriguez makes some t-shirts. I might do one day. We'll see. I'll tell you what. When I get to 5,000 subs, I'll probably make one. I'll do t-shirts then because I'll know it's worth starting investing in stuff like that. Adam Otrowski, I'm 88. Honestly, respect. Thank you for joining my channel. I in 2009, I'm 83. Respect if you are. Honestly, thank you. Uh, Prince Goro, I'm going to the Arnold events in Birmingham. I'll be sure to make photos, take photos. Tristan Backup, agree. Keep it nice and simple. Too many Yanks out there making loud, bombastic intros. Yeah, I'm just going to keep the intro simple and then I'll have my noisy music at the end because I do like my noisy music I've made. Um, Michael Edwards, I'm a graphic and motion designer. So if you want anything, let me know. Appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Like I say, I would love to see 9 turn into 6 or turn into Upside Down 6. That'd be ace. Um, so, what would be the name of the type of Terminator played by Gabrielle Luna, Adam Matrovsky? Simply the T1800. So, T1000 crossed with a T800. So, T1800. That's what I think it should be called. Whether it is or not, I do not know. Uh, 3-1, 3 to last one. You like T3 also. It was good. If I'm honest, I like all the Terminator movies. They all have the good points, but it wasn't worthy of being the Terminator 3, the follow up to Terminator 2. Jeff Link, are you going to see John Wick 3? Maybe. I'm not in no rush though. Prince Goro, cover like Blade Runner and sci-fi cyberpunk movies. Yeah, that's what I mean. I've got to be really into them to want to cover them. It's like Terminator. I live it. I love it. You know what I mean? Predestinate. Michael Edwards. Have I seen a film called Predestination? Not sure. I probably have. I'll check it out. Professor Popcorn. What day do I think the trailer will be released? 28th to the 31st. Any day around there. So Now I know each of them days you're going to be refreshing the feed on your computer every 5 seconds. Same here. Uh, James Handley, I'm watching John Wick 3 tonight or tomorrow. Let us know what it's like. It's supposed to be really good. The dogs are supposed to be really good in it. I'm a dog lover. I've got my own dog called Reggie. But the film's supposed to be really good. But I'm not in no rush to see John Wick because I watched John Wick 1, thought it was great. Watched John Wick 2, and I just thought it was more of the same. Uh, it didn't, yeah, but I still enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. And I think John Wick 3 is going to be just more of the same. So, uh, Adam Matrovsky, will this trailer be a short teaser, 30 seconds or a bit longer? I think we'll probably get a 2 minute trailer. By the sounds of the length of the one that happened in CinemaCon, I think we're getting the CinemaCon footage. Well, not all of it because they got like 8 minutes of footage, but there was a trailer before the footage and it was about a minute and a half long, which is what we'll probably get. So, like I say, I'll dissect that to pieces and make videos on it so you will not miss anything in that trailer. So when you watch the trailer, I will watch it and watch it and watch it and watch it and dissect it and find everything in it and clues and whatever. So there'll be plenty of videos coming in the future. Thank you for everyone that's been donating to the channel. Respect, honestly. You'll notice the people that have been donating, their names are now blue. They are the HK crew. They are the hunter killers. They have the ability to delete horrible, shitty comments from idiots. They have the ability to choose whether they stay or go. So, all you hunter killers, thank you. If anyone swears on here, let them, because I don't mind swearing in the feed. It's just abusive people. And I'll say this, dickheads, yeah? So, dickheads, they get wiped off by the HK crew. And I've got loads of you. Test tube. Is it possible that Danny Ramos's brother is John Connor? He's taken a new name under the alias. Is no. Uh, Miguel Ramos, who Danny Ramos's brother is Miguel Ramos. You've got to also think that at the age of John Connor now, he would be nearly 40 odd, and Miguel Ramos doesn't look nearly 40 odd, does he? That's another thing. So think of it that way. Miguel Ramos is Miguel Ramos. Danny Ramos's brother is Danny Ramos's brother. The twist might be what they are to Skynet. There's going to be a twist somewhere in the movie if it don't get ruined in the trailer, because that is one thing we all can admit. The Terminator trailers do always have a habit of giving something away. So, I'll say this. When the trailer comes out, I'll be watching it live, but not everyone will make that. So, if you're scared of watching the trailer and it ruining stuff for you, I'll watch it first and I will let you know. I'll make a video saying the trailer is safe to watch. There's nothing spoiler in it. And you can take it from there. So it's up to you guys. But I will be your cushion. Uber YouTuber. Do we ask first before we pass judgment, or do use your own intuition? Your own intuition. You are now HK Hunter Killers. If you think someone's comment should be fucked off, then you do it. That's it. It's up to you. You have been given that freedom, that loyalty, that trust, I'll say. That's the one. Right, George Rodriguez is Furlong getting a big paycheck for his CGI. Well, I think how it works in Hollywood is if anything that it resembles you gets used in a film that's making money, then they he owns the rights to his face, doesn't he? So I'm sure he'll get something out of it because he didn't get paid a lot for Terminator 2. Arnold Schwarzenegger got in the realms of 15 million a jet and all that, didn't he? I think with the private jet, it all worked out to being like 15, nearly 20 million. And Edward Furlong got, well, I think it was between 20 and $30,000. That was it for his role, which was stupid. So whoever did his deal is stupid. Um, the free to last one, I don't think we have any morons here, so we're all good. No, 99% of the time, the comment section is normally good, but you'll always get a dickhead in the classroom. Always. So, I've seen half of that Elite Battle Angel. Has anyone seen that? I did predict that that wouldn't do too well in the cinema, and it didn't do brilliantly, did it? It did all right in China and that, but it didn't do amazing. Screenshot that. Right. Right, you guys. Right, guys. I've got to go and abandon you, but I think if you want me to, I'll be back tomorrow. What I'll do is in the morning I'll put a poster up in the community section. You'll see it anyway. I'll put a poster up saying if you want a live chat, like it, and if it gets so many likes and above, I can easy get 70 likes. So I'm going to ask for 75 likes, and if it gets 75 likes, I'll then go live again tomorrow night. And I think this time suits a lot of you a bit better because the 8 o'clock I've been doing, not a lot of you haven't been able to make it. So, uh, yeah. So if you want me to come back again tomorrow night for a live session, then nice one. I think this is, we've hit a record here. This is live stream number 9. My favourite number is 9, and we've done the longest live stream ever yet. And we've achieved the most hunter killers, the most people that have donated. Respect all the people that have donated. Your names will eventually, over the next week, will end up on my board. And if you donate again, your name gets bigger and bigger and so forth. But yeah, thank you to the HKs, everyone that's donated. Respect to everyone that's joined me on the live session, all your questions and that. If you have asked a question, I've missed it. It's because it goes through a lot, so I will try. So, this is Upside Down 6. See you all later.